This is Johnny Holes, and you're listening to episode 6 of Out of Character. Thanks for dropping by. Well, I gotta tell you, I was once again denied by a chick. Yes, 2 women in 1 week. My gosh, and the week isn't even over yet. I'm recording this early on a Tuesday morning. It's 8:15 on a Tuesday morning. Not sure when this is going to be uploaded, but I'll probably maybe my feelings will change by then. I'm not really hurt. I'm just kind of used to it, to be honest with you. I know that sounds really pathetic, but it's true. You get used to rejection after a while, and it gets a little weird. You have to become something of a rubber ball and just let it bounce around a little bit, and just take the no's as they come. Maybe you just keep throwing the ball until you hit something and it, bounces back at you. I don't know. I mean, I guess that doesn't really make sense if you're bouncing back and forth and you're getting no's. Maybe the ball will be caught by someone. I have no idea. But frankly, I'm just giving up on the whole thing. It's just a waste of time, and I feel stupid. I really do. I feel like an idiot when I ask someone out or I'm interested in someone and they just, say no or do the friends thing. We're in our late 40s. I don't really doing the friends thing. What are we in high school? I mean, grow up, seriously. Give me a fucking break with the give me the I just give me a break. I'm so tired of that shit. I got that this morning. This morning, I'm talking to some lady who actually responded to an ad on my on my not my Craigslist on my God damn it, what is it called? On Plenty of Fish. I've had an ad out there for I don't know how long. Someone actually responded because I just stopped sending messages out to women. There's only like 12 women on that thing that live out here where I live. I live in a small, tiny island where you know, Gilligan couldn't find this fucking place. But yeah. So I said, we should. I wish I could, I wish I had the money right now to take you on a proper date, but maybe next month or something. And she was just like, well, maybe we can meet as friends for a beer. I'm like, again, really? This is the second one. Actually, no, it's the second one in 2 weeks. I shouldn't say a week. It was actually 2 weeks. I'm exaggerating, but it's the same fucking thing. You know, I don't, yeah, whatever. I know it's like you probably lost you, dear listener, by now, but it is what it is, as they say. You get used to it. I am looking forward to my trip to New York, hoping that it's going to be the third week of September. If that happens, I'll see if I can hook up with the foul mouthed guys. Maybe we could record something. That would be a lot of fun. Don't know if they listen to my podcast, but if they do, hi Ken, how you doing? Hello, Filthy. Hello, Lucky Low. Hello, Cunny Chris. You sexy bastard. Hello, fellas. Whoever I missed. I think I think I'm supposed to be out there the third week. I hope so. I hope it works out that way because I've got a grandfather who's going to be 101 years old on September 25th, and I've missed 8 years of his birthdays. I haven't been able to see him because I just haven't been able to afford to go out there, or I've been too sick. So I got to see him no matter what. I miss the man. Love the man more than anything. I owe him my life. I really do. He's an incredible human being, and I'm hoping that we can capture it the moment that I see him again. I'm really hoping that that works out. I'd love to put that on video because it's just been so long. It's gonna be like a cinematic moment, I guess. I don't know. So I was just listening to Derailed, the episode over the weekend. I'm not really that much of a fan of listening to myself. I think it's kind of lame, but it's nice to just hear, how the show turned out. And it was kind of cool, I guess, It's 2.5 hours, 3.5 hours, or something like that. It was actually the right time. I kind of hope that Drew kind of sticks with that sort of, platform with the, in terms of like how long the show is, because we just go on and on babbling, and sometimes it just gets really boring. No offense to anybody there, because I could bore the shit out of somebody with my conversation. So I don't mean that as a personal, attack towards anybody. I love everybody involved with the show. I think everyone is super awesome. I mean, everyone there, they're just really cool, kind-hearted people. But I just kind of wish we could kind of try to keep it at a decent length instead of like 4 hours or 5 hours. Because after a while, man, and my old ass just starts falling asleep. Ugh. I know, I'm sure some people have heard my snoring on air. How more embarrassing can that possibly be? Ugh. What is there to be embarrassed about, though? I think I'm a comedian anyway. I make people laugh. I hope I do. That's why I do this. Right now, I'm not making you laugh, but hopefully you're listening to my musings and my babbling. I don't know. I know the last episode might have been a little bit too severe, or whatever you want to say. I was kind of in this really strange mode where I just kind of felt I don't feel personally attacked at all when people say those words, But I just kind of wish people would understand the connotation behind it, even if you don't mean it. It's still kind of it's still kind of rough. When you use that word fag, it's not, you know, it's just making, it's just, you're implying that other person is less than you are. And it's a word that, people in the community, quote unquote, kind of, trying to just get rid of. It's kind of like a scar. I mean, honestly, it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. But I know it kind of hurts some other people, you know? I know I'm going to get shit for that, for saying, hey, easy up on the fag word, but you know what, I'm being honest. We all are in this wonderful community, so why not me? Hope I don't get shit for that. Just, whatever. It's just I know words are words, but whatever, is what it is. So it is early this morning. I've got a long day ahead of me. I usually don't like recording podcasts before I have something important to do, but this morning I'm in a different kind of a mood. I'm kind of, I don't know, got a lot on my mind, so I just thought I'd share it. Not that anything that I think about is relevant to anyone else. I don't have that weird ego that you're supposed to get with these things. I'm just not good at it. But weather's supposed to be crappy the next couple of days, so that's good. I actually kind of like crappy weather. I'm weird that way. I'm slightly hungry. Had a nasty case of the runs yesterday. Yeah, I know. You need to hear that. Holy crap, I was pooping my brains out. It was disgusting. Really, really disgusting. And now I've got that empty feeling in my stomach where I feel hungry and I'm not sure if I should eat. It's always fun. Life. Yeah, I know. This is kind of a weird episode. I hope, once again, I haven't lost you, dear listener, dear reader. In the words of Michael Stipe, my apologies. I've been lost before. Wow, that's a great song. This song, I think it's called Sad Professor. That's how it goes. Dear readers, my apologies. I'm sorry I've been lost before. I've woke up still in drunk face, back on the floor. Something, something, I don't know. Not that anybody would be interesting in. If anyone's interested in listening to that, it's on the Up album, which was the first record without Bill Berry, and it's actually one of my favorite records, to be honest with you. I can't believe it came out 21 years ago. Yeah, I am so old. God, age, man. You know, it's amazing. What's his name? Uh, Ernest Hemingway wrote once, "Age is my alarm clock," and he's so right. He wrote that. It's in The Old Man and the Sea. That's my favorite line from any novel. Age is my alarm clock. It follows me everywhere I go. It follows us all. You know, it's an amazing thing when you don't need an alarm clock. You're so used to waking up at a certain hour, your body just goes, "Hey, you got to get up, bang." You know, it could be frustrating if you're on vacation or something, but it sucks when you know. I remember having to get up at, I think it was 4:15 every morning when I was working in New York. It was a really surreal drive to work because nobody was on the road, which is a weird thing in New York City. You know, when you're driving on the road and there's nobody there, it's really, really strange. Of course, you tend to get a heavy foot, which of course I did. Don't know how I didn't get a ticket, but I ended up not getting one for the period of time that I worked at this place. I lived in I lived in Flushing, Queens, and I worked in Syosset, Long Island, and I would just, I purposely did the inventory morning shift because I frankly hated my job, and it's just sucks going to a job where it's just, ugh. And I would have to be there by 5:15. Something really weird had happened with the person that I was working with. I later found out years later after I lost the job that someone was feeding information to her that was completely false. And she was afraid to work with me because of that. Basically, this dude that I thought was kind of like a father figure that I would talk to at work all the time was telling this woman that I would work with every morning. It was just me and her in the warehouse, that I had a crush on her, and it wasn't true. It was just not true at all. And somehow she believed all this stuff, leading to me to have to change shifts to another hour, which ended me up in shipping, which I would get out of work at 7:15 p.m. and it sucked ass. I mean, I there's nothing shittier than working with a supervisor that hates you, who is younger than you, and you have to kiss his ass. That sucks. So many asses. I can't even begin to tell you. I'm actually glad I was fired from that job. I wasn't really fired. I went on a leave of absence during one of my hospital stays, and the doctors just couldn't communicate with each other, so I couldn't get a doctor's note to tell them that I was either coming back or not coming back to work, and they had to, terminate my employment there. I mean, I don't blame them because I didn't know what was going on, and in all honesty, I didn't want to go back. And man, that job made me so depressed. Holy shit! That's the one thing about work. It's like you gotta love what you do, because if you don't, ugh, God, it becomes so depressing. I remember I worked this job for about 2.5 years, I want to say, and I felt like I lost my soul. It was the worst feeling in the world because, well, basically, I wasn't feeling anything. I couldn't. I didn't enjoy anything. I didn't enjoy sex. I didn't. I couldn't. I wasn't funny anymore. I lost my personality. Everything just went. Um, just it was awful. I remember going on vacation with one of my friends, and it was just I did I say this? You know, it's funny. I think I said this in the last episode where I'm gonna have to check because I don't remember. But it was that moment I went to Atlantic City and I won money on a slot machine, and my personality was so vacant. My soul was gone. I didn't feel the excitement that you feel when you hit money on a slot machine. I just felt nothing. I was just like, oh, well, I'm winning. Okay, I'm winning something. I should have been excited, but nothing. That is a strange feeling. Also, getting into a massive car accident and not having the adrenaline pumping inside you is another weird feeling because, you're supposed to react, and I did not. I just, I was driving to work one morning, and I guess God played a trick on me because I kind of said in my head while I was in the shower, it would be really cool if I got into an accident this morning so I don't have to go to work. And what happens? I get into a major accident, total this rental car that I was driving, and my insurance goes up. I almost lose my insurance. It just became this big mess. It's amazing that I survived the accident because if you saw the car, it was just really bad. Uh, really, really bad. But in a weird sort of way, it's good that I moved because I don't have to pay the ridiculous insurance fees that I was paying when I lived in New York. I think it's a 7 year thing where if you don't get into an accident, then in 7 years, then your insurance goes back to the rate that it was or something. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody out there knows what that insurance for a car is very confusing. I mean, right now it sucks because I don't have a car. My car is currently needs to get fixed. I need to figure out ways to earn the money so I can fix it. It's sitting outside like a wonderful dead paperweight. It's fantastic. But I don't know. I don't know, my friends. I don't know. I hope everyone out there is just doing what they want to do and they're smiling somehow because life is it's just weird. It really is. We have to live it one day at a time, as they say. Um, just also know that you're not alone. If you're feeling crappy, if you're depressed, if you're down, whatever, you're not alone, man or girl. You're you've got somebody beside you. Maybe I don't know who you are. Maybe I know who you are. If I do, virtual hugs to you, my friends. Life's a tough thing. It can be real nasty. People can be mean. People can be nasty. Don't let them get to you. If you got a crappy job, find another one. I know it's hard, but just go out there and look for something else. Of course, hold on to the crappy one before you get the good one, but you know what I mean. Don't settle. Don't become complicit or complacent, whatever the fucking word is. Don't. Just do what you love. I stayed at that job because I was afraid of my old man. I was a 34-year-old man afraid of his father. Seriously. What the fuck? But eventually I got over that. You get over stuff. It's amazing. You gotta put your mind to it. Just, you know, if you have a family, of course you have to provide for it. Be responsible, but while you're being responsible, look for that job that you know you're gonna fall in love with. Don't settle for anything less because you think you might not be an important person, because you are. Everyone out there is special in some crazy way. We all are. We have some kind of a talent. Could be anything. Could be something simple as driving a truck or a bus. It could be anything. I feel like Tommy right now. I sound like him, don't I? Man, that kid, he gets so much publicity. It's unbelievable. Here I am with my inspirational words of cheesiness. Well, I hope they help anyway. You know, they're supposed to. But this is 20 minutes of me babbling incoherently. I'm not sure what I'm going to call this show yet because it's kind of random. But I want to just keep putting out stuff and just start, I'm going to be talking about some more serious stuff next episode. I'm going to go into more of my experience in hospitals because I'm sure that they're very strange, especially the coma. Falling into a coma was just not exactly my idea of. Falling into a coma was my idea of it was just. I'll go into it next time. But anyway, folks, thanks for listening. I'm gonna cut this one short. Um, I hope you guys liked it, and please leave your comments below. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. If it sucks, then just say, "Hey, man, that sucked." I can take it. I can take criticism. It's the best kind. So if you liked it, let me know. If there's anything you want to hear about, I'll talk about it. Let me know. Just say whatever you want down there below. And thanks for listening, folks. I really appreciate it. Take care.